you just saw Helen fall over, and she was hurt.
Well,
she was complaining.
we were on the ice
Uh-huh.
on Red River. And of course, we didn't have fancy skates or this or that.
You were just playing, right?
Yeah, on the ice. We made skis up.
Oh.
Helen was the engineer. She pounded together, and she made us skis.
Oh boy! So
And then she started to have pain. We put her on the sled.
Oh, it was so difficult. She had to sit down.
Oh,
She was so
that's
painful.
a terrible thing. God.
Hey, you were 10 years old. What do you
I
know
don't
about?
know that. You know what I mean? What was I going to tell you? That's a painful thing. I don't know how in the world she survived it. It was horrible.
If somebody had appendicitis in front of me, I wouldn't know what to think. I'm guessing.
9/11 is what you do.
Well, I know that. But I mean,
that's what I mean.
Yeah, that's true. It's
What
like
are you going to do without 9/11?
Right.
That's the thing, Stephen.
Do you think that was like the first time you realized that taking care of someone as a nurse would be a good profession for you?
I decided to be a nurse when I was 8 years old.
Oh my goodness.
Absolutely. There's no lying.
So you had been around nurses to see what they did, is that what?
No.
No?
I just wanted to be a nurse, and my parents weren't happy.
Oh?
They didn't want me to be a nurse.
But that's a fine profession.
But they didn't want me to be a nurse.
Oh.
They looked at it as demeaning.
Because you're serving somebody.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't like the fact that I was going into nursing. You didn't even have a strawberry.
All right. So I guess you know that there's a big shortage on nurses now.
You're telling me? It's good for them. I said it's good for them.
Yeah.
They've had that problem. My father-in-law, Eddie's 62, 61 years ago, because Eddie was a year old. He was dying. He had terrible diabetes. He was only 62. He looked like 102.
Oh.
Just skin and bones. And he said to the rabbi, I'd rather die than have my leg off. And he died an hour before they're taking him.
Oh.
God granted his wish.
Yeah. Sometimes people can be very strong.
On that, yeah. And they had a shortage of nurses then.
Mm-hmm.
Right
oh,
then.
Even back then.
And I was taking care of him on the third shift.
Wow.
Right on the floor,
At the time you had already become a nurse. So.
Yeah, and my sister stayed with Eddie. Eddie was a year old.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to take care of him. And he felt more at ease. He was dying. We knew that, but he had his daughter there. I always call me daughter.
Aw.
He's a very fine person, just like Sid. Sid takes after him.
Well, something that I've always admired about you is that you quickly assess people and you let everybody know around you when there's a good person, because I think it sets an example for the family.
Oh, sure.
This is good behavior. This is what you do.
Every person has something good. I tell that to my kids, so help me God. And I always told them when the little guys, Eddie and Stevie, never laugh at a handicapped person because that can happen to you. Now you take Elliot. Elliot's fine young man, and believe it or not, he had a very, very important position. He's director of the Jewish Federation.
Sure.
He had 100 agencies under him, so he was capable. Now he had this terrible accident.
He was just walking along.
You know about that.
I heard he was just walking and somebody hit him.
It'll be a year old in next month that he had it in October.
Oh my goodness, because it was slippery in October, huh?
No, it was nothing. He was just walking to get his car in the garage, in the ramp. And these two guys probably had too much to drink. That was a ball game. and he got pushed down
Wow.
on the sidewalk. Most of them, God forbid, they die on the spot.
Oh
You know
my
how
goodness.
they do.
Because it hits the head. Right,
Yeah, yeah,
right,
it hit
right,
his
right.
head too, unexpected. You know, right then and there, you've read about it, they squabble and then the guy dies because he's brain injured.
Sure.
Well, they got him, he was in a coma and this and that. They got him over that hump, but he is not well.
Yeah. So your point
And
is,
we don't
it can
even
happen
know.
to anybody.
We don't even know. He's on disability,
Yeah,
and I don't think that he'll get his job back.
right.
It's
So
a
you're,
terrible, terrible tragedy.
you're
You don't know what he has in store for us.
right.
Can't be, you know, it's a terrible thing.
When you were becoming a nurse, did it take a long time to go through the classes and?
Well, when I went in nursing, we had 3 years in the hospital and a 12-hour duty. Entirely different than now.
Oh, I'll say, boy.
All different.
They were
That's
getting.
old-time nursing.
They're getting free labor from you, aren't they?
No, they paid me $2 a week. They did.
That's free labor.
That was $2 a week, and they gave NRA or what was it? One of those
The Reconstruction, right?
President Roosevelt.
Roosevelt's, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
can't laugh at that because
No, well, the
$2 was a
helpful.
lot.
Okay,
And we got our uniforms,
all right.
and they washed your laundry and your uniforms, and we got free room and board, but they got a free slave.
Yeah, right.
They did.
But you were, and then after you were this, like an intern?
Not that, you also got your books,
Okay.
which now they don't.
Oh, the books are expensive now, aren't they?
You don't get any books. The
Yeah.
books were always expensive.
Yeah.
And you don't get your uniforms, and they don't house you in a nursing home anymore. You could stay here and go on your duty.
Sure.
It's all different.
Oh, it
Yeah.
is.
Still not good enough, though, you know, for what the nurse puts in.
Do you think that the
And
way?
they have male nurses, Stefan.
Oh, that's true. They didn't. That would have been unusual back then.
Are you kidding? There was no such thing.
There was no such. Oh, okay.
And they couldn't pay them enough for them to have a family.
That's a
So
good
what
point.
male would go?
Sure.
Now they make enough. A nurse makes in 1 hour what I made the whole week.
Oh my goodness.
I used to
Yeah.
get $42.50 a week.
Yeah, they can get 42,
They get more than
$45.
that.
Yeah.
They get more than that.
Sure.
If they're a
Sure.
surgical nurse, they're over 50
My goodness.
an hour.
Right.
An hour. Or they could almost name their own hours.
Which, I think it's a very flexible situation to get involved in because you can decide, okay, I'm going to work 4 days a week. And
Yeah,
just,
but see, the thing is, the reason they don't have any nurses is because of their treatment. I used to say, if I ever